All right, friends, let's have a look at double-digit additions and subtraction just one more time this week, and then we're moving on to some new stuff. As always, I tell you there's two types of questions, ones that we regroup and ones that we don't have to regroup. So I have a double-digit addition questions and double-digit subtraction questions that show you both, and I also have our bonus questions here. So really quickly with the double-digit addition, if I'm adding my two numbers in the ones and it doesn't add to over 10 like this, 7 and 2 is 9, then no point in having to carry. Then I can go to my tens and just simply straight addition. 4 plus 1 is 5. 59 is your answer to that one. No regrouping. No problem. Next one though, look what happens when I change my number at the bottom from 12 to 18. Now my number on the bottom in the ones is higher, or will add up, to over 10 or over 9. So when I add my 8 and my 7, I get 15. So the 5 stays with the ones, underneath the 7 and the 8. The 1 that's a 10 gets carried. Add my tens now. 4 plus 1 is 5, plus 1 more is 6, 65. There's one where I had to regroup or carry. Yeah, don't get tricked by those. Okay, now my bonus question goes over 100 here, and I also have to regroup here or carry. So I'm adding my 7 and my 4. I add it up to 11. The 1 that's in the ones stays with the ones, and the 1 that's at 10 gets carried. Now I have my tens to add up. So 9 plus 1 is 10, plus 3 more is 13. Oh, I just write my 13 right down now I go into my hundreds column, write my 13 down, and my answer is 131. So there's your bonus question for your double-digit addition. Now when I'm looking at my subtraction questions, two types of questions again here. Ones that I have to regroup or borrow, and ones where I'm not going to have to regroup or borrow. Here I know I'm not going to have to regroup or borrow because I can just go 5 minus 5 is 0 here. Notice I'm using 55 as my top number. My favorite number, I love 55. But when I'm doing my subtraction, even if it's the same number, it just subtracts to 0, and so I can just do that straight subtraction there, just like so. And so now I can do my tens. 5 minus 1 is 4. My answer is 40. Let's go on to one where it's a little more troubling or a little more difficult here. Now here I know I'm going to have to borrow because 6 is higher than 5. I can't take 6 away from 5. 5 doesn't have enough. So 5 is going to go to the neighbor, ask the neighbor for some help. Our friendly 10 is going to go, yeah, no problem, I'll make myself a 4. I'll give you a 10 to make you a 15. Now you can do the subtraction. 15 minus 6 is 9. 4 minus 1 is 3. Remember to cross off that 5 and make it a 4 so you don't forget. And there you go, one that you have to regroup, 39. All right, now the bonus question is going to be subtracting from 100. So remember how this works. I can't take 3 away from 0. I go to the neighbor, the tens, where I usually go, oh, nobody's home. So I have to go all the way to this 100, cross it off, make that 100 a 0. Now I'm reorganizing. I'm putting 90 into the tens, and I'm putting a 10 into the ones. Now I can subtract. 10 minus 3 is 7. 9 minus 7 is 2. 0, and there would be a 0 here, minus 0 would be 0. So my answer is 27. So there's our quick review of double-digit addition and subtraction. Two types of questions for each. Ones where you don't have to regroup, ones where you do have to regroup. And then remember on your bonus questions, if it goes over 100, just carry that into the hundreds column, and when you're subtracting from 100, go to the 100 to borrow, and then distribute or redistribute your 100 with 90 in your tens and your 10 going into your ones. Okay, have fun with this week's work on double-digit addition and subtraction. It's the last week we'll work on it until the very end when we do it as review.